This week is the week of Kriyas Yamsuf, Parshas Beshalach. Chaim Kanievsky in the Sefer Time of the Crow, he says, what was the point? Obviously there's a lot going on during Kriyas Yamsuf, a lot of Nisim, a lot of things happen, but if the point was that HaKadosh Baruch Hu had to destroy the Mitzrayim, and he wanted to do it in front of Klal Yisrael, so then right then he could have just destroyed them, he could have brought the water out of the Yam and drowned the Egyptians like that. There was HaKadosh Baruch Hu was very creative. The 10 makas that were happening in Mitzrayim were so different, and each one had its own specific, but HaKadosh Baruch Hu just brought why did he have to do it in this way by Kriyas Yam? So he opened the Yam, the Yidden went through, came back out, the Egyptians went in, and then they drowned over there. Just drowned the Egyptians, and that's it. Chaim Kanievsky says that there's an additional lesson that comes out of Kriyas Yamsuf, how HaKadosh Baruch Hu punishes his enemies. Not only HaKadosh Baruch Hu goes and seeks the enemies and punishes the enemies. When it's time for the enemies to receive their punishment, they come themselves right to the place where they're supposed to be punished. And they bring the punishment upon themselves. HaKadosh Baruch Hu brings them exactly where He needs them, and they themselves come to meet their own punishment. The Yam opens up, Klal Yisrael goes through, and the Mitzrayim Mamish go into the Yam exactly where they're going to get punished. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu decides and deems it the proper moment for the nations to be destroyed, the enemies of Hashem to be destroyed, they come to their own destruction. HaKadosh Baruch Hu brings them to that place. That's an additional message of Hashgacha Pratis that we see, that when they come to greet, they come mamish into the place where they're going to get punished. Not that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has to go and seek them and send the punishment to them. They come right to the place where they're supposed to be punished. They go into the Yam, exactly where the waters are going to cover them. In a similar way, explains the end of the parasha in the war of Amalek. The first Muhammad, so Rashi brings over there that the Amalekim, they had a knowledge of astrology, and they knew that when the stars were in a certain constellation, exactly how it's supposed to be, then they're going to be victorious over the Yidden. And what did HaKadosh Baruch Hu do? He made that the sun should stay. It didn't set exactly when it was supposed to, like Rashi brings at the end. And again says Rav Chaim Kanievsky, Hashem made this interesting nace that why can he just say that, okay, they'll come and the Klal Yisrael anyway beat them? No, because they knew that they would lose at this point or at that point. They thought that at this point, when they come then, so they're under the right constellation. Hashem said, no, He changed the constellation. They come right to their defeat. They come to Klal Yisrael to become defeated. And that's what the extra message of Hashgacha Pratis, that when it's time for the enemies to receive punishment, they come and they greet the punishment, so to speak, themselves. Hashem doesn't even have to send the punishment to them. They come immediately to the punishment. Good Shabbos. Please don't forget to subscribe. You'll get the video every week by subscribing. Put a like. Thank you very much. Good Shabbos.